Welcome back, people. This is Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. I'm your boy, Mr. Prez, and with me always,
it's your boy Cash, aka Exec P. What's happening, good people? What's good, Prez?
Everything's going good, man. How about you? We done got kind of in sync on these episodes where we missing each other, like when one person got to be out because of life. That happens. That happens, people. We've been doing pretty good on that. So what are you thinking? What are you thinking on that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man, in the times, man. So we get in where we fit in, man. We do the solo episodes, but I got to applaud the dedication. We haven't missed a week, I don't think, in 2 years or whatever, probably the holidays. So yeah, more power to us, pat ourselves on the back and all that, all those good things.
Okay, then, Cash, well, let's let new people who never heard of us, don't know what we do, let them know what we are and what we're about.
All right, this is Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. If you're watching, if you're listening for the first time, we about music, sports, culture, entertainment. And then by culture, we mean Black culture unapologetically. Each and every week, you're going to have people from all walks of life. You're going to have musicians. You are going to have artists. You are going to have people, videographers. You're going to have engineers, whoever's doing dope stuff in this type of space that we're in as far as entertainment and music. And primarily, you're going to get this music and sports each and every week. We're going to have them on it for an interview. So that's pretty much what we do each and every week. We're going to have some reviews on music. Some of them you're going to like. Most of them you're not, because our opinions are our opinions, and we don't pull no punches. So that's a little bit about Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. Y'all tune in each and every Tuesday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you sign up for Patreon, www.patreon.com/DSC_podcast. You'll get bonus episodes as well and monthly shout outs.
Okay, Cash. So this right here, this ain't our regular episode. This is a special episode though, right? Go ahead and give these people a little bit of lead into what we doing today.
Well, a couple weeks ago, DSC podcast alumni and fellow podcaster, man, Derek, aka Nums, shout out to him. He got 40 in stores right now, and he also has a new project on the way that's coming out here soon, probably within the next week or so. Man, he introduced me to this young man. He was like, "Yo, man, listen to this Patty Honcho. He has a pretty good project on his hand," and I was like, "Okay." And at the same time, I got from our man King James, another guy. As far as Ya King, the Divine, y'all check that interview out. That was out last week. So I got these two young dudes at the same time, and then I sent it over to you and said, hey, let me know which one you feeling and which one you want to do. You couldn't make the Ja King one, but then you was like, this Patty? Yeah, I definitely want to interview him. Hit him up, let him know. So without further ado, out of Paterson, New Jersey, his latest project is called Cherish the Hunger. Welcome to the couch for the first time, Patty Honcho.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Yeah. It started with yellow tape, disintegrate the whole neighborhood from their homes. They raided, grenaded, and that's why we play with the chrome. My hood is integrated, I love the shit we be on, but I hate the rats with the wires who talk on speakerphone. Peep the zone, we birthed it to just blazes. Ain't have a nigga moment in a minute, don't test patience. Call me Patrick Star, at least I wasn't a crustacean.
How y'all doing, yo?
What's going on, fam? How you doing, man?
What's up, bro? Honored to be here, yo.
Hey, man, it's an honor to have you, man. You doing dope shit, man, and we just want to celebrate you and just give you a platform to tell your story and people to kind of get to know you behind the music.
Word. Yeah, like, I'm all for it, yo. I'm all for that.
For sure. So like I said earlier, man, you from Paterson, New Jersey. I just want to start out with just let the people know about yourself, and then the second question to follow up when you kind of finish talking about yourself is what made you fall in love with hip hop?
Word. Yeah, definitely from Paterson, born and raised there, but ended up moving to Hudson County, Weehawken, New Jersey, next to Union City. And, I fell in love with rap basically when I was like 6 years old, I started writing short stories and stuff like that. And, you know, I had my little rhyming in there and things like that. And that eventually led to hip hop, basically just listening to music all the time, you know, getting influenced, hearing shit my mom used to play or my cousins and things like that. And when I was 9, I wrote my first rap and shit like that. And, you know, when you got that first one, you got that shit in the tuck for a minute. So you doing it over and over and you love rapping that shit. But I don't know, I thought I was nice. And then you look back at it like, I always thought I was nice. I always thought I was nice. And then you look back, you're like, that shit was what? But now it's different. But,
you still when you remember it?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh man.
Smart move.
I know I remember some new shit though.
For sure. Yo, so I see you got some of our guys on that wall behind you, man. So who are some of your influences as you've kind of developed your style along the way?
Definitely Hove. You know, like I'm gonna say Kanye, but Kanye to the, not the, you know, Kanye to the.
I know what you're saying.
I bet. So
where's your stopping point on the albums? Where's your stopping point?
I like The Life of Pablo still, you feel me? And then sort of like after that kind of leans down. He got a couple still some hard tracks like on those albums after that, but like as full albums, it's not, it ain't really hitting like other shit before. I'm an album listener. Like I like 15, 16 song albums. Like I like albums like long shit, bro. Like I really like the experience. And I know people don't like that shit now. That's why my shit was only 10 songs. It had no hooks. And because I know people don't like that all that long type, you know what I mean? Like, but I fuck with that shit. I love long albums.
I think my cap is like 14. I think my cap is 14. It's always been around that. Give me 45 minutes to an hour for my favorite artist, but I don't need more than that. After that,
yeah,
I naturally, it don't matter how much I like you, I'm falling off.
Now I feel like definitely like an hour and a half or whatever is crazy. Like, you feel me? That's wow. That's like what, 20, whatever, 25. I don't know. That's crazy. But an hour, yeah, an hour is good. That's probably the max.
That's what they doing out here nowadays with the deluxes, though.
Yeah. I started realizing I like those little 10 album songs. Like, you know, when we go back and we look at that Scarface album, that Def Jam album that he did, you know, and that was just like that 10 song album. So
some of them hit. Some of those is like Push, when the 7 song shit, when they was doing that, that Pusha T pop was crazy. Like hella replay value.
So I want to get into one of the songs. We're gonna play several songs here, man. So we'll start off with one that kind of stood out to us. Me and Prez always talk about intros and making a statement and keeping us around. So we're gonna play "Dream of Me," a little bit of "Dream of Me," and then we'll get back into the interview.
Authentic. I got trouble dreaming, it's because of sleeping. When I close my eyes, I think of the crooks and the cutlass creeping. 10% tense, I will admit that I saw nothing. Even if I did see a knob, I would discuss with my cousin grieving. It's bucket season. Ooh, we living harder than hard. Can't even trust the preacher, man. Swear to God, you a fraud. Smoking on this loud, don't even flinch and don't bother to cough. They'll probably think I'm sick, a super soldier. Steve Rogers, the frosted. I'm pulling up with some frames to the stool like I'm Clark Kent. I'm real as the boss gets. Tony Hawk, how the boss flip. It's the skinny tall nigga with braids and the large lips. They say that gluttony comes with the game.
Hell of a way to start it off. Hell of a way to start it off and get some attention, man. So, I mean, a little bit in there, man. You say a little bit about, I think it was this one or maybe it was Rare Breed, but you talk about production, you know, and you producing and stuff like that. So what was some of that about and the story behind making this song as the lead off for your project?
Well, that one right there, yo, produced by Greenery. I don't know if y'all know him.
Yeah. Shout out to Greenery Beats.
He's a monster, yo. I feel like he one of the best, like, out here, period. Because he's ridiculous with it. So I heard that off one of his actually beat tapes that he dropped. And I was like, I'm buying it. I hit him up and I bought the beat. And you know, I went crazy off it. I laid it down and I sent it to him. And that production bar, like, it came from that beat being so crazy. It made me want to make a beat, like, but I don't know how to make beats yet, but I will learn. You feel me? How to sample and all that other type shit. And that beat made me want to, like, dead ass learn how to make beats, like, no lie. So that's why I put that bar in there.
Do you believe like you got that in you as far as just from hearing things that you want to rap on? You feel like you want to get into that part of it this early in the game?
Yeah, most definitely, yo. Like, I always felt like I wanted to make beats, yo, but just didn't have no equipment, honestly. So I applied to it as I should have back then or whatever, you know. But it's a different story now. I got the money, the equipment. I'm gonna do that shit.
For sure. Press, you had something, man. I know you was trying to jump in there.
I was gonna go in and throw in the line that you was talking about. You had referenced. You had said like they ain't heard of me. It's just that's the producer fault. So that's what you was referring to. I wanted to get that in, like just give them a tail end. But so New Jersey. You said you was 9 years old going up in there. To give us a little bit of experience through your growth, what was the stages that you went through, and when you realized, when did you take that look back and realize that, like, oh yeah, that was trash. Now I'm really doing this.
I could probably say around the time, I always say I shifted when I would turn like 17 or something, my pen. Like, anything before that, it probably was, you know, something I never probably spit in front of y'all or drop type shit. But after 17, around there, I probably got more knowledgeable on a couple more things, and I started getting more witty with the wordplay and like understanding like multi-syllable rhymes and like end rhymes, middle rhymes, and all that type of shit, cadence. So that's when I really like started studying the game more.
So
okay,
going into the project, and I always ask artists, like, you know, what's your thought process behind it? Like, are you going into it with I have a concept, you know what I mean? Because I could tell that you like concept albums by just some of the albums that you've mentioned that you like in the past, talking offline. So like Cherish the Hunger, like how did you go in and just like, I just want to beat these beats up and do my thing, or was it like a method to the madness? So
the method behind the title is there's a meaning behind it, like, you know, Cherish the Hunger. I'm hungry right now. I'm dropping like this right now. I want to drop more. I want to do this. And you know what I mean? It's like, I don't really got shit right now. So while I don't have nothing, I'm like this, cherish this. Cause when a nigga get on and when I got time to chill, best believe I'm chilling type shit. So cherish this hunger right now. But the album, it came together just being songs I made, just pulled from time to time. It wasn't really like a concept album like put together, because it was just songs that was just hard, and I put it together like that, and it just sounded good all together. The next shit, well, we could get to whenever we talk about the future projects later, but yeah, it's more shit coming. Yeah.
So you said at 17 is when you start realizing. How old are you now?
23.
23.
Again, man, another cat rapping like he's been here and well beyond his years. This is crazy, man. Like, this is like 2 for 2 back to back episodes, man. Like, so y'all definitely spitting like veterans, man. So, but I always like back to what you were saying about the project though. Like, I always like to ask that because sometimes you just want to put your best foot forward and just whatever's dope shit. There's really no concept. It's just, I'm going to rap to the best of my ability, and then I'm gonna put it out, let y'all have it. And I think sometimes those are the best type of albums, because a lot of guys that we like, or a lot of, you know, people in general, it ain't that hard. It's quite simple how they put their stuff together, man. So that's dope. That's dope.
Cash, I agree with you, but I kind of don't agree with you, man. Some of these people, when they be releasing these deluxe albums as a late, man, leave that shit on the cutting room floor. I'm glad you said you listen at these and you said you picked the best songs out of it. I appreciate that. You create your own stuff, make sure you get the proper voice out of there.
But yo, not only did Patty start with this song, man, as his intro, then he follows it up with one of our favorite artists that's doing it right now, that needs more notoriety, with JR, man. With JR. How did that come about, man? Like, cause hey man, you kept up on that one, but JR been kicking a lot of people's asses low key on these verses, man. So, what made you want to get with JR?
Oh man, bro, like I started off as a fan, you feel me? I heard him on one of Ransom tracks. The first time I heard him was on Beautiful Graves by Ransom and him. And that's the first time I ever heard him. And I know and then when I looked into it, I'm like, well, this nigga obviously been dropping for a minute. He been rapping. So I heard his old stuff, like the shit with the stained glass on the back, the Vanity Stain shit.
Vanity Stain.
That so hard. And then, you know, he started dropping more. Like he's dropped like 3 projects in a row, like in a short span, and I was like, oh, he going crazy. And I was like, all right, it's time, because I don't be following niggas off. I just be listening to music. Like I don't be going straight to follow nobody. You feel me? But when he kept dropping this shit, I was like, oh nah, it's time to go follow this nigga. And I'm thinking he gonna have whatever K followers, because you know what I mean. I'm thinking he that big, whatever. This nigga only had like a couple thousand or whatever. JR only had a couple thousand. I was like, oh, I'm like, hold up, I might be able to, you know what I mean, do something. But first I'm gonna, you know what I mean, obviously hit him up as a fan first, or all that type of come to him as a fan first, and then, you know, it just grew. The relationship grew, and through the Instagram, socials, contact shits, and yeah, I asked him for a verse. He was like, yeah, I got you, and there it was.
Yeah, we got to put that one on. We got to put that one on, because that's one of my favorite joints off there. Let's put that up. Rare Breed featuring JR.
Woke up 6 a.m. just to braid my hair. We stay prepared. You say you rare, but you not know some dudes get you taken care of. Their slugs don't got no names on it. Their love is disguised violence with pain on it.
They blow cheese, but I save cheddar and stack for rainy days. That's money for storms. I made weather way clever. When I pick up this mic, I'm a pace setter. Most niggas can't go the distance. Let's see how to take.
All right, they gotta purchase the album. They gotta stream just to hear more than that, man. So, like I said, man, going into it, knowing that JR is a barbarian, like, what did you feel like? Did you feel like you had to live up to some type of, you know, that at least meet that criteria?
Yo, most definitely. Like, I'm not one of these cap niggas, bro. Like, I know this man can rap, so I have to come with it. And I respect the competition part of this. Like, you feel me? People be scared. Like, I want to rap. You feel me? I love this shit for real. I want to rap with you. I will rap with you every time. I'm not scared, bro. I'm not gonna run from a tough verse. Like, I want to rap with Hove right now. I don't care. Like, you feel me? Like, I just want to rap. I don't care who it's with. So that's the type of time I'm on.
And it always makes for a good song, man. Like when it's friendly competition, man. When it's like, I know your pen is sharp. This is who I want to go get. You know what I mean? Because it's only gonna make you approach your writing and everything 10 times better, and it makes for a good song. And you guys definitely did your thing on that, man. So, yo, what's some other songs that, as far as your personal do you have a personal favorite?
It always change, yo, but for the past couple of days, like probably the last week, it been Polygraph, the third song on there. That's been my favorite, yo. Like, that's been my number one the past couple like days, week. Like, that shit is crazy. That's another greenery beat.
And it's a trend. It's a trend right now, man. I think we may need to get some producers on here, man, because I think Greenery is doing his thing, man, and he's been on JR stuff. He's been on King James stuff, I believe. Now yours, and I've heard him on some other artists. So he's definitely doing his thing, and I've followed him on IG for a little bit of time, and he got some heat.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, you say Polygraph. Like I go back and forth on the two I've been listening to on there, the Polygraph and Raised Authentic. I don't know which one I like more each time. But yeah, right now it's probably like the Raised Authentic. But yeah, I was heavy on that Polygraph like for a minute, just replaying it for you.
That's no funny shit, but that's for y'all. Y'all niggas is y'all what 30 whatever. That's for y'all 30 plus. Talking about real, like I really came up like, you feel me, like that. Only around older heads. I was only around older heads. So like it's hard though. I love that song too, for sure. That shit is crazy.
But one thing I gotta ask though, and the song made me, not the bar made me laugh. I got it written down and I gotta say it to you, man. It's off Young Redman. I hit Numbs Up. I was like, yo, he spazzing on here. But did you hear when he said, I told my work wife I can't have lunch with you. She said, how come my real wife starting to feel uncomfortable?
That shit funny.
I said, man, he out here wilding, man. I'm like, is that just like a witty bar? Is that just something that you was like, all right, man, I'm gonna get this off?
Nah, that's a witty bar. I'm a faithful man. That's a witty bar. That's wit.
He didn't fall for the setup. He didn't fall. I just threw that shit up there. I'm glad you didn't fall for it. You know?
See that shit. I ran right past that.
That's crazy. But yeah, that's one of the songs that made me rewind, and then like you had a lot of other lines on there where it was like it's cool that had a little, oh okay, he out here just talking reckless and spazzing at the same time. So that definitely was Young Redman is one of my favorites too off here as well, man. But I think Perez, you had something about Raised Authentic, man. Like what did you like about it?
I just like that whole song about it, just the way the vibe and the feel and the energy that comes off of it, man. I was telling you about that. Like a lot of people, man, like when you get into it, like you come off with your tone on the songs are different. It seems like you, it's hard to get into and enjoy music if the person who's delivering it is always that monotone. So just you can buy a little bit of authenticity if you have that vibe, that energy that comes off of in the song. And I think several of the albums that we've been getting as of late, been missing that type of energy. So like when I popped this one on, it was just like, okay, yeah, I can rock with this one, man. So.
Word. Appreciate that, yo, y'all niggas. OGs, appreciate it.
No doubt, man. So energy is something that you bring to the game, man, and definitely want to know like what writing wise, like what inspires you to write? Like, what's your process? Is it just like you always walking around and you doing your thing in life and just verses are just things that are coming to you, or do you have to be inspired by the music?
I feel like, honestly, I try to continue to write even when I don't know I'm not inspired, but the best time is when I'm in project mode. Like that's when I just go probably do like write a couple songs each day, 2-3 a day for like just go. But I do try and tap in even when I'm just sitting down not doing nothing. I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? So I just try and write something, and sometimes I'll be coming up with some hard shit, even just because I'm just a skilled writer. But when you inspired, it's much better for sure.
For sure, and you sound like it on Cherish the Hunger, man. So hats off to you, man. Is there anything that you got coming out? I know you just dropped Cherish the Hunger, but like, do you have any joint projects? Do you have anything that you that you can kind of speak about that's coming as far as just some more music from you?
Yeah, I could definitely speak on Brawler 5. It's coming to all platforms. I don't know when, probably like I'm aiming for a December drop. If not, then January, drop it early. But that's a hoodie season type tape right there. I call them tapes. Everybody, they be calling them albums and shit. Like that's a mixtape.
It's a gray area, isn't it? We in strange times. It's a mixtape. It's a project.
Yeah.
It's an EP.
When it sells well, it's an album.
I'm gonna call it a tape, and if it do go crazy, like you said, then that's definitely my debut. But nah, I'm dropping a tape. That Brawler 5, because the first 4 they on SoundCloud, and it's gonna be the first one that's on all platforms, and it's all produced by Greenery, the whole Brawler 5.
Are you working on getting the other ones on the other platforms as well, or is it just gonna live only on SoundCloud?
Yeah, they gonna live on there because some of them is like YouTube beats, and it's just random shit I was doing when I was in the house on a old, like the quality is not up to Cherish the Hunger's. It ain't up to Cherish the Hunger's part, so I ain't gonna put it on the same DSP as that shit. So I'm gonna just let it live on.
So I'm a little bit different though. Like when I hear something that's going like real good, like I want to see that journey like up to that point. So I done went back and listened at the Brawler, the ones that you got up, Brawler 1 through 4, and just to hear it, like you could tell the quality ain't there, but you can see your growth like all the way through each time that you come out with it. I mean, so production and all that's a little bit like iffy on it, like you're saying, the quality of the sound, but it's not up to par with this one. But you can definitely see that, hey, you was getting up in there and hitting your pen pretty good on it, and it was steady growing with each step. So I would say go back and if y'all are listening, go back and on the SoundCloud, look for Patty Honcho and go ahead and listen to that bar 1 through 4. What I said, yeah, Brawler 1 through 4 on there. So yeah.
Sure.
You're gonna go with the same cover art. What color you going with this time? Because I seen like the cover art was changing up each time. It had
I switched it up. I already got it. It's because I switched it up. This a whole new type of. You know what I mean? I switched it up. Concept album type of.
Okay, mm-hmm. I feel you, man. So we definitely looking forward to that, man. But I gotta ask some questions about that background. Some of them rappers you got in there. I mean, you got some heavy hitters. You got my man Nipsey, Freddie Gibbs, Benny. You know what I mean? Most Def. You know what I mean? So we this the part of the interview where we got some quick hitters, man. We got some questions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start, Press. I'm gonna start with the first one, man. So you got my man Benny the Butcher up there. You're gonna have to make some decisions here. Tana Talk 3. All right. What else we got? You got Tana Talk 3, Plugs I Met, or Burden of Proof. Which one you picking?
I gotta do 1, 2, 3, or only pick one.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Man, I always go back and forth between Tana Talk 3 and Burden. But right now, it's Burden of Proof, for me. Probably because it's newer. Okay. But Burden of Proof, Tana Talk 3, and then Plugs. I do love Plugs though, but it's short, bro. I like the longer version. I like Plugs though.
Yeah, I think. What would you go with, Prez?
No, the Burden of Proof.
Yeah, I think Burden of Proof sounds more polished. Like if you like the Derringer and Alchemist feel, it's probably gonna be Tana Talk Tana Talk 3 all day. But I just like what Hit Boy been doing, man. It's just unmatched. So
it's more of an album for real, like
right.
Yeah,
it's the album feel, like
yeah.
Sure,
and me and Cash went back and forth on that. He put Tana Talk 3 above where I put it. I was like, it's still, I like it. It's good, but it didn't touch that Burden of Proof to me.
Hey man,
I know I'm gonna catch some flack for it. I catch flack for everything I say on this thing, so I'm catching some flack for that. People gonna say you're crazy, but okay, go ahead.
I mean, it's pick your poison, man. But like I said, man, Burden of Proof sounds fuller. Hit Boy knows how to produce an album. We've seen that with King's Disease 1 and 2, but
2.
Alchemist and Derringer, man, like they went crazy on Tana Talk 3, man. Like he was, I ain't even in the streets, never been in the streets. You know, I know people affiliated, but like that sounded just gritty. It just sounded like the gospel, man. Like it sounded like I don't know what other way to explain it, man. It just, that was Benny at his hungriest to me, and I like those come up stories like you were talking about earlier, Prez. Like, you know, to see where Cat is to where he's going now, it's just like I don't think Benny ever gonna rap like that again. He may have a better album, but I don't think he's ever gonna come from that place and digging that deep. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on Tana Talk 4. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I was gonna say, so you gave us a list, we know, but what are some of your favorite albums that you would come up with in hip hop? So,
you know, the Black album, crazy. I do love
fake
Late
retirement
Registration.
album,
Right. I do love Late Registration. Kanye. That's my favorite Kanye album. Victory Lap, crazy. What is this? Right here, the Kendrick shit, To Pimp a Butterfly. Mm-hmm. I started thinking of the Kanye shit.
Yeah.
Black on both sides too. Most def, like these my like, Big Life After Death. Like Biggie was always playing back when I was coming up, always. So yeah.
For sure. What is one of your favorite? I see you got Kobe back there, and I hear you live in New Jersey, born and raised. Yet you're a Laker fan. Can't it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
You one of them. You one of them.
Nah. Definitely not. I'm from Brooklyn and I'm an Eagles fan, so you know. But people always do it to me, so I gotta do it to other people. What's some of your favorite Kobe memories, man? Like, you know, just watching them coming up.
Yo, I was in California when I was like 11 or 12 or something, and they beat the Magic in the championship, and I was over there when they won. Yo, I was in LA and Cali and shit with my mom and shit like that. But my mother cool as hell. She like it was jumping. We was wilding out there. So it was fire, yo. That was probably my favorite Kobe memory.
All right, man. So you mentioned Kanye, you know what I mean? And he's had a long rap career, and he's been doing this thing regardless of how we feel about we missed the old Ye, and we don't know what's gonna come with this Donda album. You know what I mean? We may love it, we may
gospel
hate it.
album.
Hey, we don't come on, stop putting your hate out there, man. Prez, stop putting your hate out there. We don't know what it's gonna be. You may have to redact everything you've been saying these last couple weeks because them snippets sounding fire. It don't sound like no gospel album to me.
They saying it's hard. I ain't hear it either, but they saying it's hard. That's what I'm saying.
And this is from credible people. It's credible people, man. So I got reason to believe it's hard, you know. But one of my final questions before we get you out of here, Patty, man, is just like, what would you rather have? What would you rather have, like a career where you drop and over time it builds and you can sustain it and not necessarily even have to work a 9 to 5 or anything like that? Like, rap is your career, or would you rather have the next joint you drop, it has a banger on there, you out of there, and you left to figure it out? What career path would you rather have?
I've always said, man, if rap was paying my bills, I'll be straight. So I'll go with that, honestly. If I'm straight on rap, that's it. Like, if I could make money and pay my bills off what I actually love and what I'm nice at, what I could do, that's it.
Sure, man. So, Patty, man, just want to let you go, man, and not let you go, but just leave us with a little bit of things as far as your handle, where people could reach out to you, where they could find you, and where's your music?
Or Cherish the Hunger out now. Patty Honcho on all platforms, all DSPs. My socials is Patty_Honcho on everything. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever. Patty_Honcho. And Brawler 5 coming soon. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, no doubt, no doubt. Prez, you got any last words before we let Patty go?
Just appreciate the album that you got out there, Cherish the Hunger. If y'all haven't listened, go make sure you go lead directly from this interview. Go add it into your Spotify, your Tidal, whatever you got. Add it to the list. Go ahead and listen to it. I promise you won't be disappointed. It was, like I said, that breath of fresh air amongst a lot of samey type albums as of late. So.
For sure, man. And with that said, man, my final words is, Patty, keep doing your thing, man. Put yourself out there, keep getting those features, keep that your iron sharp, man. Get out there with other bar spitters like JR, and I think you're gonna continue to excel. We was talking offline. You was like, you buying some equipment, you trying to get more fluent and putting stuff out. So we like that hunger. We like them incremental steps that people take to get to the next level. So we look forward to hearing Brawler 5. We look forward to hearing your features and what you got coming up next, man. So shout out to you, man. Keep doing your thing.
Appreciate y'all, yo.
No doubt. With that said, it's Cash, one half of the Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast team, episode 123, Indie Artist Spotlight. Patty Honcho, Cherish the Hunger. Go out, cop that on all DSPs, man. You won't be sorry. You won't be sorry.
When you hear real shit, I'm hands-on the way I engineer shit. My niggas is wild like leaves in deer piss. I'm fearless, look killers in their eyes and see they broken. You got heart, my nigga, you ain't really soulless. You a product of where you from, it's affecting where you going.